A very good morning, student. Today we are going to see the cytokinin in cell. I hope you all are active in this class. We already discussed about that auxins in the previous class. Just recall and once again, for the auxins are responsible for induce the elongation of a plant. Just they are proved one experiment. That is a Bent experiment. I hope you all are remember to that. Okay, today we are having the cytokinins. Okay, here a cyto, which mean cell. Okay, kinins, which mean a division. So now you are getting one idea, right? A cell division. Okay, a cell division occur in the plant with the help of an hormone, that is the cytokinins. Okay, here a cytokinins is plant hormone, so that they are increase the growth of a plant. A first isolated, that cytokinin was first isolated from the herring fish sperm. Okay, the cytokinin first isolated. ஓகேவா, ஐசோலேட் பண்ணுறாங்க எங்கன்னு பார்த்தோன்னாக்கா இந்த ஹீரிங் ஃபிஷ்ஷஸ்னு ஒரு ஃபிஷ்ஷஸோடைய ஸ்பெர்ம்லேருந்து ஜஸ்ட் தே ஆர் ஐசோலேட்டட். என்னதுன்னு பார்த்தோன்னா இந்த சைட்டோகைனன்ஸ். ஓகேவா, அண்ட் நாட் ஓன்லி அ ஃபிஷ்ஷஸ், Z18 is first isolated from the Z mice. சோளம் சொல்லுவோம் இல்லையா, Z mice. Okay, the cytokinin isolated from the first herring fishes of sperm and next Z mice of the plants. Okay, here cytokinin found abundantly in the coconut also. Okay, when you see the coconut, okay, and here just like that they are having a shell part, inner portion they are having some white part, right, and they are having a liquid stated. Here a cytokinin abundantly found in the liquid of endosperm in coconut. They are liquid, a state of a coconut is there, no? That is the cytokinins. Okay, so here the cytokinins are present in the three. First one is the herring fish, and next one is the mice, and next one is the liquid part of a coconut. So these are all the major parts of a cytokinins. Here just helpful to development of a cell. Now we have to discuss about now we are going to discuss about the physiological effects of cytokinins. Okay, this is the overall view about the cytokinins. Now there will be more physiological effects of cytokinins. Physiological effects of cytokinins. Okay, physiological effects, I have already said that is a parts of a body. Here the physiological effects of cytokinins. Okay, cytokinins and the parts of body effect that is the induce panna, what are the happens in the plants. Okay, let me see that the first one we already said that what is the function of cytokinins, just induce the promote the growth of a plant. Same like that, the first physiological effects is induce the cell division in the presence of auxin. Induces the cell division. Sorry, just once again. Here and next topic we are having the physiological effects of cytokinins. Okay, here the physiological effects, which mean we already said that to organism of plant body or parts of an organism. Okay, here a cytokinins is the hormone. That hormone act on the plant. They are occur some physiological effects. Okay, let me see that one by one. A first one, it induce the cell division. We already said that they are responsible for the growth of a plant. So cell division, the cell division occur another, just they are increase the size of. So yeah, in that with the help of one hormone that is responsible for an auxin. We already said that auxin itself. Auxin are responsible for the growth of the plant. They are present in the coleoptile tip of a plant. Coleoptile, that is the tip of a plant. Okay, and next one we are having the cytokinins. Cytokinins is also cytokinesis is also responsible for the cell enlargement. Here we say na cell division. Cell division ana automatically enna agum, just they increase the size of a plant body. So here the cytokinesis are responsible for the cell enlargement. And next one, not only for the cytokinesis, we already said that auxins are also responsible for the enlargement of cells with the help of Wnt experiment. We see no. Here both the cytokinesis or auxins are responsible for the cell division automatically to forming of a new organism in the plant body. Okay, and next one, here a cytokinesis alone responsible for the lateral buds. Here a lateral buds அப்படின்னு பார்த்தோம்னாக்கா ஒரு நியூவாக ஒரு பட்ஸ் ஃபார்ம் ஆகும் இல்லையா பிளான்ட்ல. ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் ஜஸ்ட் இமேஜின் திஸ் இஸ் எ பிளான்ட் பாடி. இருக்கு இல்லையா lateral growth, இந்த மாதிரி பட்ஸ்லாம் ஃபார்ம் ஆகும் இல்லையா. ஸோ தட் இஸ் தி lateral buds of a plant body. A last physiological effect, here a cytokinesis delay the aging of a plant. Here aging, சில பிளான்ட்லாம் பார்த்தோம்னா easily get dried out, right? Because of that they are not having a proper cytokinin in their plant body. Here a cytokinesis help to delay the aging of a plant. Okay, so that's it for physiological effects of gibberellin. I hope you have to understand to that. Let me recall once again. Here a cytokinesis, which means a cell division, they are responsible for the promotion of the, that is the elongation of a cell body. Here a first identified as a hearing fish sperm, and next they are identified as Z mice, and next one a coconut, that is the endosperm of a coconut. They are all present in the cytokinesis, just responsible for the growth of an organism. That is the growth of a plant body. Okay, so that's it for cytokinesis. So let me move on. Next one, gibberellins. Here and next one we are having the gibberellins. Okay, it's a plant hormone. Here a plant hormone, first identified that in Japan country. That the story behind that gibberellin is very very interesting. Just have to listen that. In that Japan they are identified as some plant. Okay, they are normally a rice crop. If you take a rice crop, they are normally grow in a small field only. Okay, and suddenly some of their crops are grow in a very lengthy in natures. For an example, they are grow in a like this. Some of the crops are grown a very lengthy in natures. A scientist, that is the Kurosawa just identified what is the reason behind their internode elongation of the plant. He just observed they are having a disease affected. This disease is affected from the plant, so that only they are having a elongation of a plant body. The diseases of Japan is they are given a name of Bacania disease. In commonly we called as a foolish disease. Foolish ceiling disease. Due to the reason only this, they are increasing the internodes of a plant. Here a scientist observe they are happening in the, they are given a name of Bacania disease, right? Why they are happening, they just conduct their experiment for that. He just finally found that because of that one fungi is there in the plant. That fungi's name is Gibberellia fungicoreo. The fungi's name is Gibberella fungicoreo. Gibberella fungicoreo. Okay, because of this reason, this fungi is only responsible for the elongation of the internode. Laterly identified, that is a gibberellic acid is there, that only are responsible for that. It just found that a fungi is responsible. The fungi name is Gibberella fungicoreo. Later that is identified they are having a one acid, just that is the gibberellic acid. that only are responsible for the elongation of internodes in the plant. That is the story behind that. First a Japanese has identified what is the reason for the internode. Just they are given a name for that. That is the Bacania disease. Here the Bacania disease, a common name is a foolish sealing disease. Here the scientists have first identified, okay, in the year of 1926. He just observed that fungi are present in that plant. The fungi name is Gibberella fungiculae. Due to the fungi only, they are responsible for the elongation of internodes in the plant, and laterly they are identified they are having a one acid in the plant body, that is the gibberellic acid. They are only responsible for the elongation of internodes in the plant. Okay, that is the story behind that gibberellin. There will be more physiological effects of gibberellin. Here the physiological effects of gibberellins. Here they are also responsible for the elongation of internodes, right? The first three hormone, first one is the auxin, and next one is the cytokinesis, and next one is the gibberellin. These three hormones are responsible for the elongation of internodes in the plants. So here application of an gibberellins, which means apply the gibberellins. Application of gibberellins to the plants, they are stimulate the extraordinary elongation in the internodes. Okay, for an example, corn and pear plant. Okay, this is a two example for the elongation of internodes with the help of a gibberellin acid. And next one we are having the treatment of rose tea plant with the help of inducing a sudden shoot elongation followed by the flowering. That is the rose tea plant, which means this type of a plant, they are having a feathery leaf like structures just like this. Okay, treatment of a rose tea plant. This is what rose tea plant. Treatment of the gibberellin. Just they are helped to shoot elongation followed by the flowering. Okay, for an example, this is rose tea plant, we say no, that is the example for that. So in this process they are called as a bolting. Okay, and in this process they are called as a bolting process. Okay, what is a bolting? A treatment of a rose tea plant with the gibberellin. Okay, induce the shoot, a sudden shoot elongation. Sudden shoot elongation. So this is a responsible. This is called as a bolting. Okay, va. Gibberellin spray panna in the rose tea plant la shoot oda elongation fast ah irukku solranga. The process name they given a name for that bolting. Okay, so that's it for a bolting. Let me move on and next physiological effects of a gibberellin. And next one they are having here a gibberellin promote the production of a male flowers. That is the monoecious plant. Monoecious, which means they are having a single reproductive organ in their body. Here a gibberellin promote the production of male flower. Okay, for an example, cucumbers is there, no, that is a example for that a male flowers and the gibberellin. And next one they break the dormancy period of a tuberous. Gibberellin a dormancy of potato tuber. Here they break the dormancy. Dormancy na சீக்கிரமா வாடி போயிடும் சொல்லுவாங்க இல்லையா? So they are break the dormancy of potato tuber. Usually we are stored in the outside, right? They are not stored in the refrigerator because of that they are having a gibberellin hormone. Just they are they are driven from that dormancy of a potato tuber. And last physiological effects of a gibberellin is efficient than the auxin, induce the formation of a seedless fruits. Okay, auxin avadavum it is just efficient. We already say that, right? Our auxin responsible for the producing of seedless fruits. Okay, here more efficient than the auxin. Responsible for producing a seedless fruit, that is the parthenocarpic fruit. Okay, so that's it for gibberellin physiological effects. Okay, let me recall it once again. A first one, application of gibberellin, elongation of internodes. When you are apply the gibberellins on your plant, just they are increase the internodes. Internode elongate panna automatically they increase their plant's body. And next one, when you are apply the gibberellin on the plant, that is the roasted plant, just they are inducing a sudden shoot elongation. So in this process they are given a name of vaulting. Okay, and next one we are having promote the production of male flower rather than the female flowers with that monoecious plant. Okay, monoecious, they are having only one genders of plants. Okay, there is a monoecious plant. And next one, gibberellin break the dormancy, that is the drying periods. Okay, that is the dormancy of potato tubers because they are stored in the outside of the refrigeration, so that they are given the dormancy period. And next one, last one, they are having a effective auxins. Here gibberellin effective than the auxins. We have already said that auxins are responsible for production of a seedless fruit. Here they are more effective than the auxin to produce the parthenocarpic, okay, which means a seedless fruit. Okay, so that's it for physiological effects of gibberellin. Will be more on next one, abscisic acid.